let's see. How did Dancers Don't Take Breaks come to be? Embarrassingly enough, it came from a place of financial need, business financial need, not personal. So what happened was the first year we had Dancers Don't Take Breaks was also our first year in the studio for Express Yourself Creative and Performing Arts. Prior to that, I was part of a partnership. And when I left the partnership, I branched off and I said started Express XPY. And prior to that, I never had to worry about the business aspect of things, well, the financial aspect of things. Somebody else handled that. So this was my first time doing a yearly budget and a monthly budget. And I failed miserably. Like I did think so for December, I had prorated the month because I was taking into account that, the kids wouldn't be there for 2 weeks. And I know, big mistake. But I was left trying to figure out how to pay the rest of that month's budget. So I was thinking, I could have class. There's not going to be anybody here. The kids are out of school, but I didn't want it to just be any old classes. So I thought about it, and I'm like, what is our need? And at that time, I had a goal for our ensemble kids, our performance group. And it was really to push them to the next level. Like I said, I was part of a partnership, and a lot of them had been training already, but it wasn't at the level of training that I knew that I wanted for my core dancers. So I said, okay, let me formulate this with them in mind. And so I said, okay, well, just having, because the performance group is a smaller portion of the kids in the studio, a smaller representation of the kids in the studio. So I had to think about it like, that's not really going to cover, the financial deficit. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I'm like, well, how do you get more kids in here? I said, okay, let's open it up to everyone. And, I had to go back to the things that inspired me as a dancer and really shaped me as a dancer. And like I said, I danced everywhere in the city, everywhere. But where I felt like I was really most pushed was when I went to Philadelphia's training program, and I was in a room of 60 kids who all could dance and were my age. And like I said, it really pushed me to be on it at all times. There was no slacking. And because if you really, really wanted it, there was no slacking. So that's the atmosphere that I wanted to create with these Dancers Don't Take Breaks, that drive, that push, that, you think you can get your leg up this high? Well, I'm going to get my leg up this high. That friendly competition. So, that's how it started. I mean, we're 5 years in, praise God. And it's just amazing to, watch something come from, I think we had maybe 20 kids in the first one to us branching out and making sure that the kids always have that mix of studios. I make sure that we are partnering with different studios throughout the city. This year, we're partnering with Grace Dance Theater, which is very near and dear to my heart because that is my home studio. It's where I was trained from the age of 5 all the way up to adulthood. So, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what this evolves into even more so in the future. It started off as a winter intensive. We also have summer intensives. It's no longer out of financial need. Like we really keep it affordable for the kids, because the goal really now is just to make sure that they're exposed to these well sought after instructors, to come together and, just enjoy dance. And the takeaway is to honestly, hopefully be better than you were walking into